Hi Aquarius, welcome to your July 2017 overview reading. I have a bunch of plugs at the end and a giveaway announcement that I'm going to be describing. I'll put a timestamp in the description so everyone knows when that is, or if you want to hear the details again. But yeah, I have a lot of good stuff if you want to get a free solar year reading, you know, if you want to win a free 30-minute session with me, all of that's at the end, okay? So, I'm doing a different spread today, so, you know, let me know how you like it, and let's just get started with Paulina, Cassidy and see what's coming through. Serenity. The spirit of serenity brings a calmness to the connectivity of all that is. Okay, so it looks like it's more of you taking a peaceful, calm approach, getting more into the intuitive side of yourself. And the seeds of intention. For today, I take a risk. That's exactly what Capricorn got as well. So making sure you're saying yes to opportunities that are you know, that seem exciting, like they're in alignment with what you want. Okay, and these are the new Doreen Virtue Angels of Abundance cards. I am going to do a 3-card pick with these, and so keep in mind, if you just want insight for the month, that's fine. But if you have a specific question, you know, if it's money related or finance, abundance, anything like that, these cards are good for answering, you know, financial questions. Or maybe with your career, you know, just go ahead and focus on the card that's calling to you. All right, card number 1. Visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. So this is, yeah, this is definitely like focusing on abundance opposed to a lack or what we don't have. You know, I'm so broke, I don't have any money. That is counterproductive because that's just going to magnify energetically speaking. So make sure that it's like, wow, look at all the groceries that I have, or look at that I have access to the internet and I have a job, or, you know, whatever it is that you have. Focus on that. Okay, card number 2. Successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. This is also, if you don't have like a creative project that's being funded, it's also like you're being guided towards a job that will give you successful funding, like will bring you what you need to fund your life or project or whatever. So this expands just beyond like, oh, you have a creative project that needs funding. And card number 3. Face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. Okay, so that's really powerful in terms of, you know, really releasing fear. That's something that we all have to do at some point in our life. Okay, so let's get started with the spread. And it is different, so I'll explain the cards as I'm reading, and then I'm doing a timeline for July, so I'll explain that to you when I lay it out. It would be great if this was in frame. Okay, so the wild unknown is going to be your environment. And so this is the beginning of the month. You know, first quarter, first week. It's going to be fluid because the timeline's going to show up a little bit different for everyone. So this is like starting, middle, ending the month. The Mythological Abstractions, this is going to be your growth period, so this is you. What's going on in your internal world. Okay, and then this is your romantic life, romantic partnerships, all that good stuff for Aquarius. Okay, so what increases your intuition? Self-care. Self-care, self-care, self-care. Look at her. She's all lavish, sitting in a pond, surrounded by lotuses. That is luxury to a T. And so the more you take care of yourself and you fill your own cup, the more your intuition increases. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Really, like, I mean, pause the video and meditate on that. You know, really sink into abundance. And then this is who loves Aquarius this month. Not necessarily a partner, but let's just see who is giving you a lot of love. Okay, so this is like a hard worker. Who's around you who's like doing a lot of work and really pursuing their goals and their dreams? It's like this, whether it be a family member or a friend, it's like this person is just giving you so much love and support. Okay, what increases Aquarius's health? Okay, so it's kind of like moving, it's like there's so much energy around you. It's kind of like coming out of, oh, and before I say any more about this, I don't read tarot normally, so you know, you can save yourself some time by not correcting how I'm interpreting the Eight of Cups, because I don't read normally anyway. But this is you like pushing out of the chaotic environments that you've been in, and just kind of stepping into serenity. Kind of, you know, taking a breather from all this whirlwind that's around you is going to be really beneficial for your health. Because you also have to keep in mind that stress is going to contribute negatively to your health. And it's like, when you're stressed, you might smoke more cigarettes or crave a drink at the end of the day or eat more sugar. You know, people handle it differently, but it's like when you take yourself away from that, it helps you. And what gives you power? Ten of Swords. So it's kind of like pushing forward and letting go of what doesn't work, right? So trimming the fat, and it's a painful process, but releasing the things that are you know, kind of holding you back from reaching your potential is really vital. Okay, what increases your creativity? Four of Pentacles. So it's like withholding energy from other people. I shouldn't say withholding, but just like keeping it for yourself and not, you know, going everywhere all the time, doing everything, doing everyone favors. You know, really just, it's closely related to the Six of Chalices that I pulled. It's kind of like, okay, pull your energy back from all those people and all that socializing. And then what gives you strength is your intuition. So these cards are all related. The Six of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Four of Pentacles all have to do with you taking care of yourself and being conservative with your own energy. Because it's summertime, you know, energies are really high, things are buzzing, there's a lot of events and, you know, parties going on, and it's just like, it doesn't mean you have to say yes to every single one of those. So just remind yourself of that. What brings you success is, again, rest. It's you know, almost exactly like the Six of Chalices in terms of taking a break, you know, stepping into the serenity piece, moving out of the chaos, letting go of all of that, and being conservative with your energy. Again, it's like the same message coming through over and over again, is you need to take a break and conserve your energy. What kindles your magic? Five of Chalices. So it's kind of like you're letting go. There's a huge, like, with, you know, the way I'm reading this is like, all right, see you later. Like, just letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. And that's part of the painful process. I'll clarify what kindles your magic. Knight of Wands. So this is like this is your ambition. So I'm not reading this as another person. This looks like you really taking charge and taking control over, you know, what you put up with. And then I'll read what gives you power. Okay, so with this, it's like your inner guidance and your inner knowing of, oh yeah, this is exactly what I need to do. So it's very clear. Like there's, you already know what you need to do, what you need to let go of. It's no mystery. Like nobody, I mean, some of you may reach out to friends in order to get clarity and like a confirmation of what you need to do, but you already know. Like, even as I'm talking right now, you already know what you need to let go of and what's draining you. What's taking up more of your energy? What's a distraction? What's distracting you from your big goal? And as soon as you just come to terms with that, you're going to be able to let it go. All right, let's look at the timeline now. So remember the wild unknown, these cards, this is the environment for the first quarter. Again, the Hierophant. So this is you coming to terms with everything. That's the card I just pulled. So we have it twice. And this is, there's a circumstance around you and an environment that confirms exactly what you need to do. So this is confirmation from the universe of, yep, this is exactly what's going to help you, is if you release blah, blah, blah. Okay, in your growth period, the Hermit. So again, this is you being conservative with your energy. This is you taking back control over how much you give to others and really stepping into an independent how do I want to say this? Like, you're not dependent on all of the socializing that you were doing. This is an evolution out of that period. And in your romantic life, the World. So this is like cycles coming to an end. You know, things have run their course, and it doesn't mean like a breakup. It just means that things are coming full circle, and that it's like a huge growth period is finalizing itself. Okay, so this is, you know, that's regardless of whether or not you're in partnership. It could also be a belief system around men or women, or, you know, something like that. So during the second quarter, 10 of Pentacles. So this is beautiful. This is things coming together for you. And it's just like you're in a super clear, level-headed space. You know, you have more to offer. It's like there's just kind of the abundance is flowing in. In your growth period, 7 of Cups. So it's kind of like you're looking at all your options. You're exploring. This is you, you're like, oh, I could do this. I have this idea. I have that idea. I could go here. I could go there. I could, you know, change my major or change my job. It's just there's a lot of ideas coming through. And in your romantic life, 3 of Wands. This is like clarity on what type of intensity you want to call in, whether it's kindling it with a current partner or calling it into your space. You have clarity on what you want and what your core desire is within a relationship. And your current circumstances might be helping you realize that, or it's something where you've had to have a lack in order to push forward and realize, okay, this is what I want. All right, third quarter, 2 of Swords. Okay, so this is, it's interesting because I'm getting conflict from this card. That's like the word that keeps popping up, is there's a conflict. There's like a really, or you might have a period where you're spreading yourself a little bit too thin. And so that's like, oh, I'm conflicted in my time or in circumstance. There's just conflict coming up, or maybe, you know, you're obligated in one friend group, but you really just want to do something else or hang out with someone else. And so it's just like, there's some conflict there. In your growth period, Temperance. So this is you figuring out how to balance all of that. How to balance self-care, how to balance, you know, work and responsibilities. It's all about you coming and defining balance. And your romantic relationship, the Tower. So serious transformation, either, you know, in the relationship, like completely being swept off your feet by a new partner, or things coming to an end with a current partner. It's like there's a lot of things are like, for the breakup hypothetical, things have run its course, you're clear on what you want, and so now things have to change and you have to let things go. And you know, we are seeing a lot of that, like you moving away from things. And so just, you know, be aware of that. And it doesn't mean a breakup. If you're in a really satisfying, healthy partnership, it's, you know, it doesn't mean you're going to break up with that person, but it means that there's a huge shift in what you're doing. So again, like even if you're in a healthy partnership, something has run its course and now you're redefining what you want. And so that's where the transformation happens. And where you're going to leave like the environment at the end of the month, the Chariot. So you moving forward. And this is really powerful in romantic relationships, as well as like you just moving forward in a positive direction, moving forward with your goals, working really hard in your growth period. Okay, so really making things happen for yourself, the Midas touch. Everything turns to gold. So just, it's like you're, when you let go, if you actually do this, if you actually, you know, if this reading resonates with you and you actually practice this and you take the action when necessary, you're going to be able to experience this. But if you ignore all of this and you're holding on to things that aren't good for you, then you're not going to experience this. And I want to make that really clear, that it's about what action you're taking. Because, right, like if you want to lay around and eat bonbons and tell yourself bad things, I highly doubt that you're going to see a great deal of abundance come in. If you're not cultivating energy and treating yourself well and telling yourself positive things. So just be mindful of that. Okay, and your romantic relationship, 10 of Wands. So this is like that overwhelm, like things really coming to a head. And it's interesting because I'm seeing this as more of what's going on with you internally, and reflecting on the relationship. So it's like something about it is really weighing heavily on your spirit. I love that card, but I am getting like there's that overwhelm piece and just kind of, you know, you have sea legs moving forward, kind of knocking you off balance. And it's coming from this, you know, the Tower. It's like there's that evolution is leading to, there's a little bit of overwhelm and anxiety. Okay, thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. I'm going to talk about the giveaway now, which is if you go and like my Facebook page, there is a post. It's a square and it says, it's pink, it says giveaway. If you just comment your name under that post, you'll automatically be entered into the giveaway, and the winner's going to be announced in a live video on June 30th. So make sure you sign up for that. If you're looking for a free solar year reading, I do those as birthday gifts during your birthday month, and so you can get that as well as other bonus content. So I do readings that I don't post on YouTube. And so I do like different spreads and stuff. And we do like work with runes and crystals and stuff like that. So all of that gets sent to your inbox and it's not public. So it's only for people who subscribe to my newsletter. And then if you're looking to book a session with me, the link is in the description below. And just to be really clear, if you want to book a session with me, I'm not answering personal questions in the comment section. I don't do that. Just book a session with me. It'll make your life easier rather than me telling you book a session with me. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I do, you know, weekly 3-card picks and daily readings on there and all sorts of good stuff. And if you're looking to learn to read tarot, there's a link in the description for you to join that group if you want to learn to read yourself. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciate you, and I will see you next time.